Hello and welcome back to Urban Yoke. My name is Giulia, and as always, I'm delighted to have you here. So, in this video, I'm just going to give you a few pointers on what it's like living with six cats. So, as many of you know, we came from South Africa, moved to Italy, and all sorts of things, and we moved with all six of our cats. So, there's been a lot of interesting times. So, first, living with them on the farm where they had lots of space, it was relatively easy. There wasn't much to do in terms of maintaining them, and there was a lot of space for them to be themselves. Then we had to move into a B&B or Airbnb and go and stay in a small room with all six of them. So it was eight of us in one room trying to manage that, and it was really difficult, especially because they couldn't go outside at all. It was a completely new environment for them. They were kind of just locked up together. And shortly after that, they shipped off to Dubai and then eventually Milan and to the new apartment in Italy. And then we had to move again. So it was just like move after move after move, which made it really difficult for them. But now that we're in this apartment and we're settled and we no longer have our beautiful garden, um, we've learned a few things. One of those things is that a lot of cat behaviors that people tend to complain about is mostly cats that don't really have the routine that they need, the attention that they need, or the space that they need. So we have noticed that our cats became a lot more demanding after moving into an apartment. But this apartment they do like quite a lot, which is awesome. So they're happy there and they've got their little balcony and we're making a little garden out of that, which I'll share a video about that soon. And yeah, they're enjoying it and they're loving it. So before I go into everything else, let me just preface this by saying no matter the struggles, I wouldn't have it any other way. They deserve good lives, just like all of us. So let's talk about the slightly negative side, and that's the cleanup. So you have to have one litter box for every cat that you have, plus one extra. It's a little bit like making tea, I suppose, in a teapot. So yeah, our cats, with being six of them, we have seven litter boxes. So we have to have seven litter boxes, and those have to be cleaned daily and cleaned up after as well because litter comes out of it and you have to sweep up, and then they shed with the change of seasons or just shed in general. So there's a lot of vacuuming, a lot of sweeping, almost constantly. And cats tend to throw up sometimes, hairballs and whatnot. So there's a lot of cleaning that up, and that can be a bit much. Already with one or two cats, it is quite difficult. And then having six cats, it's always just a surprise, and it's constantly checking under your feet. It's constantly checking in cupboards and bags and things to make sure there's no cats in it before you close something. And so it can be very attention grabbing in that kind of way where you have to spend a lot of time on them. And so that can be a bit much for a lot of people. But these are all rescue cats in the sense that they all came into our lives needing a home, and we gave them one because that's what you do. That's the right thing to do, at least in my opinion. And so we did the right thing and we gave them all homes. And with all of that negativity, the positive side is that they make me smile. I love watching them grow, become courageous, experience new things, have adventures, and be fulfilled, and have lives that they perhaps were not destined to because of the terrible circumstances they were in. And now they're in a safe place where they don't have to worry about traps, snares, people, stray dogs, all sorts of terrible things. And now they can be happy and be cats and enjoy their lives. It is a beautiful thing. It is an absolutely beautiful thing. And being someone who has a chronic illness, the joy that they bring me, especially when I'm feeling down, is remarkable. I wouldn't have it any other way. They're there for me, I'm there for them, and it's a beautiful cycle of give and take. And sometimes it feels a little bit more like they take, and sometimes I take a bit more of their attention than they perhaps like. But it's a beautiful thing and it's a beautiful circle. And so ultimately, yes, there are challenges, but living with six cats, even in an apartment, is a beautiful thing. And it's a beautiful thing giving them a home, giving them a place where they can thrive. And I love watching that. And I love being a part of that story. And I wish more people would take the opportunity to be responsible in terms of just stepping up when you need to. And yes, so that's it. That's living with 6 cats. It's ups, it's downs, it's so many things, but it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's worth it. It's joyous, though frustrating at times. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, thank you for listening in this short video today. My little rant about living with 6 cats, and I absolutely love it. And they're adjusting. They're adjusting to their life here bit by bit. They're enjoying this apartment. They're enjoying the balcony garden, and some of them are even enjoying going for walks. So yes, it's been a crazy, difficult journey, but a beautiful one, a remarkable one to see how much they have grown and how much they've been able to take on and just be happy. So I'm proud of them, and I like to think that they're happy living with us, and that's that. So if you have the opportunity to give a lost animal a home and a good home, do it. They deserve it. They're living creatures, just like us. We're in it together, so let's make it happen together. So anyway, thank you. Have a beautiful time wherever you are, and see you in the next video. Ciao.